Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. I am the Busy Simmer and today we are going to be watching part 4 of the Hell Shell challenge. So in the last episode, this is a speed build. If you want to watch the full streams, go to my other channel. The links will be below. Also, the creator of this Hell Shell, her links will also be below. Her name is Jenny. So if you want to give it a try, the deadline has already passed, but if you're just the type of person that likes to try new shells, or if you're just a builder that likes to furnish shells, I would challenge you to try this one. Anyway, so in the last episode, we finished furnishing the inside for the most part. So now we need to fill up this deck here on the third floor. Since it is connected to the kids' room, I wanted to make it kind of more fun. Also, the Sims team had just released this free hot tub, and I wanted to use it, but it just wasn't working with the terrain. It was floating and just not being overall cooperative, and so I thought maybe we could use it on the roof, but then there was no way to get the stairs up there, and it just wasn't in the stars. So we didn't put it in this build, unfortunately. I tried though. I tried real hard. But I don't see, let's see, I think I got rid of the stairs over there by accident. Or maybe I put them back in. Now I'm confused. I'm gonna have to go back and, oh, I'm replacing all the stairs, I think, is what's happening. With some more modern looking ones, and luckily the basement stairs I had already known how to do. So at least there was that, but I still don't see any stairs going from the second to the third floor. So if that's how I uploaded the build, I'm gonna have to fix that. I'll have to go back and check. I may have remembered to put it back in, I don't know. Oh, they're on the inside though. Okay, never mind. I thought I had put them on the outside like all the other staircases. Nobody panic. The stairs are still there. But I decided instead of trying to roof this build, I would just make it a rooftop garden, kind of like trying to make it blend in with the mountain just a little bit. So I always enjoy putting plants anywhere in builds like this. Landscaping is a totally different thing. This build was the exception. I actually thoroughly enjoyed landscaping this build. But as long as the plants are where they're not supposed to be, say like on the inside of a house or on the roof, I'm totally cool with landscaping. Or housescaping, furnishing the house with plants. But those debug flowers are amazing. I love those so much. But once again, as stated in previous videos, this build is all 100% base game. So if you're worried because there are so many details and you don't have all the packs, do not fear. You can still download it. I did not play test this, so if you do download it with the intent of playing, please feel free to tweet at me or tag me on Instagram and let me know how your gameplay goes, because I'm curious and I'm not going to try it myself. And then with the rocks again, I decided to do that entire hillside right there with rocks just to make it a little more aesthetically pleasing. It's all dirt there and I couldn't paint it. It wouldn't let me. So I just decided to cover it in rocks because that's like my favorite thing in the world now, is making a pile of rocks. I do like this little sunflower grove there. I really like the bushes that we put there. But this is going to take a while, and this is a longer video, so I'm going to go ahead and turn myself off right now. You guys enjoy the video and I will jump back in a little bit. Enjoy. Alright, so here we're just trying to figure out the finer details and finish up that rooftop garden. I did get distracted with those rocks and decided to do that before finishing anything else. But I think this turned out pretty neat. We have a little dancing girl statue, a llama, shrubbery, a bird bath, some other plants that... I mean, your Sims, they're not functional anyway. Your Sims wouldn't be able to get to them if you're looking for realism. It's not, you know, your Sim can't get up there unless you use a cheat. But then if you're using the transport cheat, then you're not really looking for realism, are you? But I thought it was cute to have all those plants hanging from the roof with different colors. I really enjoyed that. I liked putting these lavender bushes or lilac bushes. I can't remember which they are, but I thought they looked a little bit sparse, so we went ahead and put a second and maybe even a third layer in there. I can't remember. But I liked having that right outside the bedroom window. Maybe it's just 2 layers. But I just wanted it to look kind of wild up on the roof. Not like it'd been planted there on purpose, but just that it was growing wild, hadn't been manicured or anything. I really liked that tree though. I liked putting that up there. That was a lot of fun. So that looks like it's been trimmed, but everything else up there does not. So here we are doing what exactly? I'm not sure. Apparently just talking to our chat, putting cheats in so we can, oh, debug cheats so we can put more plants. Ooh, I did like that tree over there by the pond. I thought it was really pretty there. We put a little street lamp. I'm pretty sure those don't work anyway. And then we start kind of decking out the pond area with the move objects cheat. We put some little lanterns on the posts there, which I really enjoy doing that. I think it adds a lot of character. It was a little difficult with all that stuff in the way, but we got it done, so it wasn't too bad. I am aware that that lamp on the right is floating, so I think we go back and fix that. I'm not entirely sure. Probably not. I don't think we do. So we just keep looking around. I wanted to try to hang some lanterns from the tree, but it was not working out very well. At all. Every angle I tried to do that from, it just turned out to be so bad. We put a little lounger out on this deck, just, you know, in case the parent wants to sit out there and with their kiddos as they're doing stuff. I thought that was kind of fun. Love those flowers. Oh my gosh. Love them. Oh yeah, we end up putting that gigantic tree in the back there, which we do something else with, but I think that's going to be in the next part 5. So if you want to see what happens to that area back there with the tree, tune in to part 5 tomorrow. Oh yeah, we add the boat to the pond as well, and I am 100% aware that the pond is not big enough for a boat, but I just thought it was a cute little addition to the entire build, just to have that boat there. So we finish up here. I was trying to find plants that would fill the spaces, but not really cover the flowers very much. I think we do get rid of that bush though, because I'm not a fan of that there. Yeah, we put a little wheelbarrow in that space. I thought it was cute. We put another little bush over there. At this point, I'm just trying to fill space so it doesn't look so sectioned off, because you can kind of tell at this point which areas I worked more on and which ones I didn't. And then we also, I can't remember if it's in this part or the next one, but I think we go through and replace all of the windows and doors and the railings too, for a completely different feel for the house, and maybe even the stairs I think we replace again. But I wanted to go for more of a modern vibe, like modern home in the mountains type thing, but I just wasn't feeling it. And so we do go through replacing windows and doors and railings and stairways, and not so much the inside part of the house. I don't replace a whole lot of the furniture, maybe a couple small things, but just the outside feel I wanted to completely change up. I just wanted a lot of greenery everywhere as well. I wanted to try to put those I don't even know what they're called. I think we end up leaving them. I can't remember. And then we start looking for exterior. I wanted like a log cabin type feel, and so I was gonna start using that wood paneling, but I was like, no, we have to go for stone. Like, it makes sense. We're up in the rocks. I'm kind of wanting the house to blend in. When I started the rooftop garden, that's when I started deciding that I wanted the house to kind of blend in with the side of the mountain. And so I'm like, it just kind of makes sense, you know, to make the siding all stone, so the rest of the house blends in as well. I mean, it doesn't exactly blend in, but you get the point. Then we start going for some decking. I wanted to do some wood. I think we do wood in the basement room as well. And then we notice that this rock wall has a whole bunch of bald spots, and so we go through and replace them, and I'm not going to stick around a whole lot for that, so I will pop back in when we start working on other areas. I'm not gonna lie, it was a struggle watching that myself go through that again, because that rock wall was difficult because the terrain was so straight up and down. Some of those rocks just did not want to go in there. But here I'm deciding I wanted to do something with that wall. It's very blank compared to the rest, and so I kind of add those wall decals, and we kind of play around with some of the accents. I didn't know if I wanted that split up like that, so I decided no. But we just do something a little bit different in each one of those. We add some flowers to the bottoms, and I like that wall a lot, actually. I don't know why. That's just something a little bit unique. I thought about hanging curtains, and then I was like, nah. That doesn't look good. But right now we're just trying to figure out what else we can put there, and then we move on. Oh, we do this in this part. Okay. So I added just kind of a little hidden graveyard underneath this tree. Just for fun. It was kind of a morbid thing, but I was like, you know what? This seems like the perfect place for a graveyard. I don't know, underneath a gigantic old tree. So we add the Grim Reaper gnome, and then we start putting flowers and stuff at the graves, just to make it look a little more used, like people visit and, you know, either mourn or celebrate, you know, mourn their lost loved ones or celebrate their lives. And some of them I made look a little more visited or recently visited than others. That one I put a toy car on, which is really sad. I don't know why I did that, don't ask. And then we add a couple lanterns, that's the word I'm looking for. I've been doing these videos all day, so my brain's just a little bit fried. And then I wanted to add more stuff to this. I wanted to put one of those lanterns on the boat, but it just wouldn't let me. And I could not figure out how to get that done. So I just left it there on the end, like on that canvas piece where it would fall straight through in reality, but it's in, so it doesn't really matter. If I could go back and do this graveyard again, I would do all the same things, but I would add a couple wreaths to a gravestone or two, just because that's something you see pretty often. But just adding a few things. Again, these lights from Debug, I'm pretty sure they don't actually work, but they're just decorative. Wanted to add a power line, but I wasn't really sure where, and then I was like, on the top of the mountain, why not? You know? Again, don't ask me why, but I wanted to add that planter box too, but there was just, at this point I was getting burned out on this whole thing. So I was like, let's just do one that's already made. I don't feel like putting plants in there. And then we're just going through. That was a flight control tower. We have more gravestones, more flowers. I wanted to add more stuff. Oh, and then we find some walls that are unfinished. And some flooring that's not done. And then I wanted to add some lighting out on there as well. And then I decided for some reason that this hallway was extremely bland. So we start going through stuff to hang up there as well, just to spruce it up a little bit. And this is where we start going through, because I put those rectangle windows in, I think. But then I start going through and I'm like, I like these so much better though. So we go through and I think here soon we end up changing out all the windows, but we move the sun too. We size it up and make it a gigantic thing on this side of the house, but I don't know. I think it's fun. Yeah, here we go. We start replacing everything. Yeah, so enjoy the transformation that is this home from modern to, I don't know what you call it, countryside, maybe? I don't know. Put in the comments what you think the finished product of this house would be classified as, because I sure don't know. Alright, so we've got most of the fixtures in the house replaced. I thought about going through and having the interior match the outside, but I, number one, thought it was too much work, and number two, thought it would be cool to reflect the feel that the homeowners brought in from just from moving in, but they kind of wanted to keep the outside the same. But just bringing in their personality and stuff, I thought, just keep it the same for laziness sake. But yeah, we do have to go through and replace all of the stairs as well, because those modern stairs don't work with all of the changes I've made. So there was a lot of time wasted doing that, but it was worth it because it actually turned out so nice. I am so, I don't know. I don't want to say impressed. I really, really like the way that the look, the vibe, the feeling of this build came out. Putting in those basement stairs was easier third time around. That's for sure. But then we go around placing rugs and stuff just to tie everything together. Putting last minute details, that kind of thing. I think we have one more part left after this. We do put some trim along the outside of the house as well to make it feel a little more complete. And I think we also do columns, if I remember correctly. But it all came together really well. I'm proud of it. Really not a whole lot else to say about this build other than I think it's kick-ass, especially for base game only. But we just go through putting the final touches, making sure everything is in its place, and then in the screenshot, so we'll have a part 5, which is, it's actually going to end up being really short. It's just literally making sure everything is in its place, that there's nothing else I want to add. I think I might add a couple extra, I don't know, activities like chests or something. Easel, maybe I put an easel somewhere. Oh yeah, and then we noticed the bookshelf is missing. Like, where did the bookshelf go? Just things randomly disappear in this game. But anyway. So the next part is a very short speed build, just adding final touches. And then after that, you'll see screenshots of the final build. And you'll notice in some of those that some of the plants or the trees are sticking through the walls. I saw those as I was taking those screenshots, and I chose to ignore them. So judge me all you want. It's fine. Oh, yeah, we did a plumb bob photograph or painting or picture or whatever in the bathroom. And then, you know, curtains add a lot to a room as well. Just kind of polishes it off. Rugs tie a room together and curtains polish it off. So I really liked those. We add some hanging lamps here. wall sconces to kind of make sure it's lit up. It's a lit up area. And then we do the same thing outside as well. I think we end up replacing all of those lamps with the hanging lantern. Just because it fits the vibe a little bit more, I think, is what I had decided. Oh yeah, and then we did, yeah, so like I said, we changed a few small fixtures, like the lamps, some of them. I don't think we changed a whole lot in the kitchen. I don't think. Oh yeah, and then I was like, the desk is gone, no. The desk was still there, just the computer and the chair and the bookshelf were all gone. So, and then we put a wall-mounted TV in that basement room just cause, you know, if you're a teenager and you're living in the basement, you need your space. So I'm not sure how much is left on this video, but it looks like we're touring for our followers, going through everything. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see when more videos come out. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Twitch. You'll be notified when I publish videos or when I go live on Twitch. All those links will be below. The links for the creator of this shell will be below as well if you're interested in trying it yourself. And until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of the video and happy simming.